Whispered, you wished to slit your wrist, watch blood drip from your veins, like the death that plagues your mind, which is ironic because you're the kind who's always giving others life, but I shouldn't be surprised because I stood at the altar of 59:15, filled with dread and misery, emptily offering words of praise I no longer understood to a God I refused to believe could be good, because they said he gave me life, but I hated being alive. Every breath was a burden I couldn't bear. The air was lead in my lungs. I was numb to life and happiness. But I smiled every day, swore I was okay because I wanted to be. I was afraid of admitting malady for fear of forever reality. I reached for remedies. I tried to fight, but thoughts of suicide seems so sweet when every minute of existence is severest suffering. I felt alone, utterly, mutely muttering curses and prayers, begging God to give me a reason to care. I cried, God, why am I alive? I don't want to be in this all-encompassing skin entrapping me in a prison disguised as a temple, because I am not free. And what God would want to abide in me? My identity was reticent, evident only in the fingerprints I once followed, mesmerized, but with broken spirit and sullen eyes, I could not recognize the girl on the other side of the glass. From my perspective, I was destined for life less than pleasant. So my presence was pointless. My desperation poignant. I had been pierced at the core of my being, internally hemorrhaging. So the thought of bleeding on the outside was freeing, because my soul was screaming in a suffocating silence. I thought, actions speak louder than words. So let me rest in violence, because all I want is peace and quiet. Yet, in my solitude, I was not alone. The author of my soul sat on the edge of my bed every night that I cried, and tied his wrist to mine, and I felt the warmth of his light as darkness was defeated, freeing my mind. He offered peace and sanctuary, signed his name on the walls of my capillaries, and made my broken heart his home. He called me his own. He called me his own. And now I know my purpose in life. I am a living testimony, because every day that I am living is a testimony to God's grace, power, authority, and love. I once questioned why He allowed me to go through the ugly, excruciating pain that made me want to take my own life. But I've made it to the other side, and now I see God allowed me to suffer so I could speak to you who are broken. Please open your hearts to Him. Let Him in, and He will mend that place where you are pierced. He will wash all of your fears fresh from your mind. He will wash all of your fears fresh from your mind. He died to kill thoughts of suicide. Yes, He died to kill thoughts of suicide, and He resurrected so that you could be alive. Please, don't give up on life. Don't give up on life. Don't give up on life. I know you are in the midst of your storm, but you will get to the other side.
Your name is a light that the shadows can't deny. Your name cannot be overcome. Oh, your name is alive, forever lifted high. Your name cannot be overcome. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble. Jesus, Jesus, you silence fear. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble.